Hey everybody, this is Gary of the OK Modeler channel, and welcome to episode 6 of the USS New Jersey build. In this episode, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the hull of the New Jersey here. I've got some grandiose plans. I got some ideas for this hull. Whether or not I'm able to execute this properly, we'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead and get started on this. All right, now just to tell you about this particular hull that Tamiya has here, this New Jersey hull is going to be the same hull that you will see in the Missouri one, the World War II version of the USS Missouri, as well as the 1991 version of the USS Missouri. There's no reason for Tamiya to make a different hull, so they're going to just use the New Jersey hull for the whole series of the Missouri and the New Jersey. If you ever were to do like the Wisconsin or Iowa, you'll have to make some slight modifications, such as removing these, not quite sure what these are, but I think they're like vertical drain pipes for this. And you want to go ahead and check your references. I've been using the National Archives as well as some books that I have here, such as the Iowa Class Battleship by Robert F. Summerall, and then online sources like navesource.org and a few other books. So if you were ever to do this with a different ship, again like the Iowa or the Wisconsin, you're going to have to consider removing these vertical drain pipes or whatever they are. If you know what these are called, put it down on the comments list or on the comments, and I'll learn something new. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is a slight modification on these vertical drainage pipes, or whatever it's called here. Tamiya had this molded correctly on the starboard side, but on the port side, I noticed that they had too many on here, two to be in fact. So again, I had to go and look on the resources here online, like the National Archives and NaveSource, and I also looked at the Robert Summerall's book here. And as you see here, this picture is from 1983 or 83, and it shows 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So instantly you know that the mold on the Tamiya here, the whole of the New Jersey here that Tamiya did, is incorrect. And I determined that it was this one here as well as that one will need to be removed. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on that. All right, let's see how this works here. Hopefully I don't cut my hand over the Christmas break. I sliced my hand on the mandolin blade. Eee. There we go. All right, this one's gonna be a little tricky because the angle of the bow here. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get those sanded down flat and move on to the next step. All right, folks, I got the vertical drain pipe things sanded out and smoothed on the hole here. You can still see some of the remnants here, but I'm not going to be worried too much about that. Did the same thing right here. So 2 of those are removed, which makes it a little more accurate. And then I also sanded down the keel. It had a line that went across the middle right here. You can probably still see it right here. Did the best I could to get it all smoothed out, but by the time, if this ship ever gets complete, no one will ever see the bottom because it's just going to be sitting like this. So now I got to figure out what I want to do next. Still trying to figure it out. Decisions. Alrighty, boys and girls, I got 34 holes all drilled out along the hole on both sides. And I also continue working on the raised hole plating, I guess you could call it. Now I'm gonna have to say it. I'm gonna say it right now. It doesn't look very good. It's crooked. I followed the technique that I thought would work, but it didn't turn out so well. So instead of sanding this off, and we're just going to go ahead and ignore that, but I'm not going to leave it there. It's a good thing that I do have a spare hole. I'm burning through my spare parts here. So I just basically transferred all the hole lines to this new one here. I'm going to pretend that this section here, the raised hole, never happened. Again, you try something and you fail at it. The lesson is never try. All right, so I got my 34 holes here, and the intention is to get these 0.045 rods, styrene rods, and I'm going to go ahead and just poke it through the hole like that. And so once I get them all in there, they're going to stick out like this, just a little bit, maybe not that far out, but the wastewater will come out so it doesn't rust the hole, my understanding is. So I really like that look when I saw some of the pictures when I was doing the research, and I thought, hey, this would look pretty cool for this ship here. All right, so I think the next step I'm going to do is put the support for the shafts right here. Oh look, a little blue here. Need to get that cleaned up and see what I gotta do next. All right, everybody, I got the struts put in for the propeller. I had to line it up with the shaft so make sure it's aligned with the hole that goes right here. And the next step I'm going to do, since now that I got everything taped up here, is I'm going to start spray painting the hull with the spray can of the Tamiya color, which is, I'm going to be using the TS33, the dull red. I've used this in the past builds I have done with the Missouri as well as with my old New Jersey. I like this color. I'm not a big fan of what they usually put is, I think the Navy, US Navy uses a brighter red color. I prefer this little darker color. It just seems to look a lot nicer. So hopefully I have enough in here. We'll see. So I will go ahead and start spray painting and I'll be right back. All right, I got the hull painted and it looks pretty good. I would have to say this is probably the best paint job of the hull, of the red hull I've ever done, ever. My previous ones, I think I laid the spray a little too much and had some drippings on one of my ships. So I'm really liking how this is going so far, minus the attempted raising of the hull plates. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right here for now. I'm going to work on getting the black stripes, the black striping on the hull right here before I proceed with painting the rest of the hull. So if you like what you see, please subscribe to this channel, click the like button, and if you have any comments, concerns, or any feedback, please put them down on the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.